Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing, yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking, defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs, make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Stepping for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I beat no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, that can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing, yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking, defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing. Hold on 1 second. I messed something up, yo. I'm
All
sorry.
right, for our viewers who don't know, tell them who's the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic Black Man. He's the maker. He's the owner. He's the cream of my earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Rick. And there's only one God.
Something go different, talk to you real quick. But so we back. It's your boy BVO Boxing, of course, man. The capital Z of boxing. I got my guy, the Puerto Rican Prince himself, D Free, aka Mr. Redskins himself, and of course I got my guy, man. One of the funniest dudes on YouTube, man. My man T'Challa himself, man. My man Prize Fighter. Hey, Prize, I'll send you some questions, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and ask the questions today. Go ahead, Prize. We ready to go.
Wait, what? Say it again.
I'll send you some questions. I'll send you some questions, man, for the show.
All right. Is Tank Davis the most hated man in boxing? Free. You go first.
I'm not gonna say he's the most hated in boxing. He is highly hated. There's a lot of people that discredit Tank Davis. They say all he does is knock people out. All he does is fight flat-footed fighters. They badmouth his resume a lot. I'm gonna say he is hated. I don't know if he's the most hated, but he is highly hated. If you look at all of the top fighters in the sport of boxing, Tank Davis is up there as one of the top hated fighters in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, I agree, Free. I think that he is one of the most hated. I would go probably between Wilder or maybe Devin Haney. It's a lot of people that hate them, but Tank is definitely up there. BVO, what you think? Who you think?
It's not even close. So I'm gonna get back on the street. I'm just trying to get something fixed on something on my side. It's not even close. No one hates Tank. That's a lie. Everyone loves this kid. You could tell by the box office. The box office said, what was it, 100 and what is it? I don't know. I can't remember. Was it $43 million or something? So his box office said he's not hated. He's one of the most beloved guys in boxing. If you listen to his fans, he's hated. But that's all cap. Salute to the Melon thing popping in. I just think when you talk about the most hated, that goes to Canelo Alvarez, Mr. Brown Ready. He's hated. He can never do nothing right. There's always something wrong with Canelo. Canelo did this. Canelo's not that. Tank is one of the most beloved guys in boxing history. Look at the stats.
I disagree. I disagree because you say you look at his box office numbers. He 23 million and all that stuff. There's a guy that I know that was he was one of the most hated fighters in the sport of boxing. You might know who he is by the name of Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Floyd told everybody, either you gonna watch me to see me lose, or you're gonna watch me to see me win. But you wouldn't watch me. Floyd was highly hated by a lot of people. So just because he got a high box office, that doesn't mean that he's not hated. It just means that there's a lot of people. There could be a lot of people that want to see him lose. Could be a lot of people that want to see him win. But like I said, nobody ever downplayed Canelo Alvarez resume. We all know that Canelo Alvarez have the best resume in the sport of boxing. Nobody downplays his resume. They downplay his moves. They don't like his moves. It has nothing to do with Canelo Alvarez as a fighter. Canelo Alvarez as a fighter is one hell of a fighter. Like I said, he got the best resume in the sport of boxing right now. But his moves is what people hate on him about. So when we talk about Tank Davis, they say Tank Davis only fight a certain type of fighter. Tank Davis will never fight a slick black fighter. Now he's fighting one now. Tank Davis, he hasn't fought the top level opponents and stuff like that. So Tank Davis been hated way more. I think Tank Davis is being hated way more than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is more so the way he moves is what people hate about Canelo Alvarez, not the fact of what he does in the ring and who he has fought. Canelo Alvarez got the best resume in the sport of boxing.
Well, you know, this is kind of unexpected. D3 is actually telling some truth, and I got nothing but respect for Free what he's saying. I mean, it's a complete joke to say that Tank is hated because everybody loves Tank. They're always talking about him. The kids love him. The rap stars come and see him. Canelo is just like a man on the island. Everybody hates him. Everybody say bad stuff about him. I mean, it's just no comparison. I don't think there's been a guy more hated than Canelo ever. It's not even close. People say Floyd. Nah, it's not even close, man. No one's been more hated than Canelo. Canelo has done nothing but all the right things. You never had him in no trouble. Only thing I ever heard Canelo do, he like that sauce. That's it. He like a little taste. That's no big deal. He like a little MD 2020. That's about it. But other than that, you know, we heard about Tank. I'm not gonna get into personal life, but they talk about Canelo like a dog, man. They talk about him like a dog.
Hold
I know what you laughing at, man. What are you laughing at, man?
You said Canelo Alvarez is more hated than anybody ever in the sport of boxing. You forgot.
That's crazy.
They try to get Muhammad Ali. They wanted Muhammad Ali locked up. They wanted Muhammad Ali out of the sport of boxing. You forgot about those years. You forgot about all that.
Okay, well, my mistake. Muhammad's a different case. My mistake. Muhammad's a different case. Muhammad's a different case. I'll give you
Canelo ain't even close. There's more people. Yeah, they hated Sugar Ray Leonard. A lot of people hated him too.
That's cat, bro. You talking about some of the most beloved guys ever.
Man,
Sugar Ray
people was hating on Sugar Ray,
man.
Sugar Ray Leonard had some hate. I wouldn't say it was up there with Canelo. Like I said, it's more so Canelo Alvarez move, but I still don't think Canelo Alvarez is more hated than Tank Davis. I don't think Canelo Alvarez is more hated than Tank Davis. I mean, we see all of the praise that Canelo Alvarez get for not fighting David Benavidez. Oh, he ain't got to fight him. He's undisputed. He's the king of boxing. He ain't got to fight David Benavidez. But let Tank Davis said, I don't have to fight daggone Devin Haney. Oh, Tank Davis don't want to fight the best. He don't want to fight the best.
Well, we heard Tank Davis say he don't want to fight it. We heard him say he didn't want to fight Mr. Gary Russell Jr. We heard him he didn't want to fight Lomachenko. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Tank Davis never said neither one of those. You heard Floyd. You didn't hear Tank say anything.
Who represented Floyd? Who was Floyd representing? Who was Floyd representing? Who was Floyd representing?
So now the representatives speak for the fighter, because when it was Virgil Ortiz, the representatives don't speak for Virgil. But now
Here we go. You got something bad to say about Virgil Ortiz?
Now they speak for the fighters. They speak for the fighters. Is that what you're telling me now?
Here we go. This is your Puerto Rican tricks, man. They're not going to work. They're not going to work on me.
No, I never forget anything, BVO. You know I never forget anything.
I'll let my man Prize go to the next question.
Yeah, does Canelo get enough appreciation for what he's done? BVO, you start first.
I would say no. Canelo has been the greatest fighter since Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. left. Canelo has fought everybody. He beat Sugar Shane Mosley. He beat a monster in Sergey Kovalev. He went up and fought David Benavidez, and people like my brother Prize Fighter was calling him kibbles and bits. He went up there and fought him and lost a close fight. I mean, some people say that Canelo won that fight 7-5 versus Bill, but it is what it is. I mean, you talk about an absolute fighter, man. Canelo does it all, man. He fights, no complaints. I mean, the dude don't get enough appreciation. I'll say here, Canelo Alvarez has been the best fighter we've seen in the last 10 years. And I appreciate everything Canelo's done for the sport of boxing. And I appreciate the sacrifices he's made. Because at the end of the day, all we do is hear people talk about what he need to do more. I mean, golly, what more can he do? He's not Superman.
Be free. How you feel? Like, I don't feel like that. But go ahead.
Canelo Alvarez definitely gets appreciation. I can't believe that BVO said it. He doesn't get enough appreciation. I mean,
right
up until maybe last year, Canelo Alvarez was the face of boxing. Remember, he was the face of boxing. First Mexican to be ever undisputed. This man Canelo Alvarez got the best resume in the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez got all the appreciation. What Canelo Alvarez is even more of an appreciation because they want to see him in there with somebody like a David Benavidez, who a lot of people believe is the next Mexican superstar. They want to see him in there with Bubu Andrade. They wanted to see him in there with Jamal Charlo. These guys that they thought that would give Canelo Alvarez a hell of a run. So he is getting appreciation. They know how good Canelo Alvarez is. That's why they want to see them in there with the best. They don't want to see them in there with John Ryder. They don't want to see them in there with what was his sparring partner name? I can't even think. Alden Yurgum. They don't want to see him in there with that. They want to see him in there with the best. They believe he's one of the best fighters in the sport. So you saying is that he don't get enough appreciation. I think he gets all the appreciation because they believe he's one of the best.
And I think he gets a little bit too much, but I mean,
you're a known hater. You're a known hater. We know that about you, Prize.
He does have a good resume. Hold on.
Go ahead.
He does have a good resume.
You know, a good one?
He has a pretty decent one. It's not. I mean, it's pretty decent. It's solid. It's not like he got some world beating record, but it's solid. He caught some guys in the back of their careers after they've been, just to get a name on his resume. But I don't feel like how you feel. Like he's been the best thing cooking. He ever since he lost to Floyd, he started moving funny. And it was okay, you know what I mean, to people. People got used to it. So he did what he wanted. He ducked G. You see, everybody forget, he ducked G. He dropped the WBC belt. And then he's beefed with the WBC. He got pissed off at them because they was making his ass fight. And he got pissed off. And then, Triple G, I remember the day Triple G received the belt, he was cheesing ear to ear. And he took the belt. And then HBO, they made Canelo fight him. He was trying to, ever since then, I was like, all right, boy, weird. Then he ducked, he just ducked.
See, this goes.
And he got some gifts, like I guess Erislandy Lara clearly outboxed him, and they gave it to Canelo. He don't like fighters like that.
What I'll say is this: Canelo lost the first fight to Triple G. I'll give you that.
His best win was Austin Trout, bro.
Well, before, and then he beat Sugar Shane Mosley.
No, his best win. What's his best win on his resume?
Right now, it would be against Sergey Kovalev, I would say.
D3, what's his best win, D3?
Canelo Alvarez's best win is against Cater Plant because that was his biggest. Became the first undisputed.
His biggest win. Sorry, I'm misunderstood.
No. He didn't say his biggest win. He said his best win. I said that's his best win because that was his biggest win. He became the first Mexican undisputed champion. I would say that's his best win.
Well, no, his best. I would say his best win would be Jamel Arman Charlo, beating undisputed, reigning, defending 154 pounds.
Not against a junior middleweight. No way.
He's a middleweight.
He was a junior.
He was a junior middleweight, bro.
He was the bigger man. And y'all know how much I love him.
He never fought at that weight class. He never even fought at 60. So, I mean, I think his best win was Austin Trout because Austin Trout was hot back then, and he was a really good fighter. And Canelo went out there and did his thing. That's But I was like, okay, when he did that, you know, I was rocking with Canelo. You know what I mean? I rocked with Canelo a couple times, and then he started moving funny, man. He didn't want to fight no fighters like Floyd no more.
BVO, let me ask you a question. Do you think?
I thought Prize was asking the question.
No, let me ask you a question because you said because he beat Jamel Charlo, undisputed champion, he was fighting at junior middleweight, he was the bigger man. Let me ask you a question. If Tank Davis go in there and beat Monster in a way, would that be his biggest win? And he just got say he just get finished beating Shakur Stevenson, and then he turned around and he beat Monster anyway. Would that be his biggest win by beating Monster anyway?
Absolutely.
No,
absolutely
not. He's the smaller man.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you got no, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that because in a way, it's proven to be. We're gonna have to see what he does if he goes to 126 because he's kind of been quiet about it. He's shown to be one of the best fighters of all time, and I think if he can get him at 130 or 135, I think and he was able to win, which I don't think he can win. I think it'd be something special.
You don't even know what Monster anyway is going to do at 126. You don't know what he's going to do at 130. You talking about a man that only fought at the highest level at 122. That's 122. So if Tank Davis
salute, big dog Willie salute.
Anybody else that was undisputed at 122, y'all would be saying Tank Davis is the weight bully.
Right.
He man up from
they would not say, and you know what's funny? This is what Free does. Free brings these Puerto Rican tricks to throw us off. At the end of the day, to fight a guy like Inoue, that would be his biggest win. Because Inoue is special, man. Inoue is the second best fighter in the world behind Canelo Alvarez, bro. You gotta be real at this point.
That's your opinion, but like
that's not my opinion. Every fighter we have on here say Canelo's number one. Every fighter we have on here says that.
That's your opinion. That's
not my opinion. That's what the fighters that come on here say.
Let me finish saying what I'm saying. It's your opinion that you think Monster Inoue is number 2 behind Canelo Alvarez. That's your opinion. Because I know a guy named Marky Dan that believes that Inoue is number 1. So that is your that's your opinion. There's nothing wrong with that being your opinion, but that's your opinion.
And it's nothing wrong with Inoue being number 1. If people want to do that, that's cool too.
1 and 2 in my book. Neither one of them are 1 and 2 in my book.
Neither number 1 and 2 for you?
It's Usyk and Bud. Usyk and Bud. And then it's Monster.
Who did Bud fight?
It doesn't matter. He's the first 2-time undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. The first. And then it was yes, he is. Who was undisputed twice in the 4-belt era before Bud?
Nobody.
Clarissa Shields.
Nobody.
Clarissa Shields.
Clarissa Shields. Since when Clarissa Shields became a man?
Oh, you didn't say. All right, you go.
In men's boxing, come on, let's be.
So if I
boxing, let's keep it men's boxing.
Is the best basketball player in this era? You're gonna say no, it's not him. Is Angela Reese? No, you're gonna sit there and talk about another guy. You're not gonna bring up a female. Why are you bringing up a female in a man's sport? That's a female sport. Women's boxing is a female sport. Men's boxing is a men's sport.
Let me read this comment. You said, did you hear Devin Haney, Bill Haney say Devin in 2025 will be training with Sugar Hill so he can move, so he can have more power with Tommy Hearn? Guess what? Guess what, folks? That won't do nothing, man. Guess what, folks?
That's Big Dog. Big Dog always trolling.
He's cooked, man. Devin Haney's cooked, man. I mean, but you forgot about
you
guy.
Always do that. You always
forgot.
Do that.
You forgot about
What I tell y'all? What I tell you on Monday? I told you. Soon as somebody take a loss.
All right. Well, look. Check this out. Let me ask you something.
Free real quick, Brian. Let me answer Free, please. He said there hasn't been a champion in the 2-belt era. I bring one guy.
Primo Lopez, the takeover, 2-time undisputed world champion.
Yeah. I gotta say it.
You know what I got to say to that BVO? You know what I got to say to that BVO?
What's that?
Get out of here, bro. That's just trash. Primo Lopez. But anyway.
Hey. I'll say this, man. I'll say this, man. Go ahead, Prod. Go ahead, Prod. You got more questions.
Is Gary Antoine Russell wasting his talent?
Absolutely. He has been one of the biggest disappointments to come out of the Olympics I've seen in many, many years. I can say Gary Antoine Russell has really let the fans down in ways that we can't even imagine, because he has the skills to be the next great one. And for him to poo on that, it just gets me that he doesn't care about the sport enough to commit himself to it. Because when I see Gary Antoine Russell, I see a bigger version of his big brother. And I think if he would have took the sport serious, we talking about a guy with Hall of Fame talent, just like his big brother, and hasn't done a damn thing in boxing, hasn't applied himself, hasn't fought nobody. It's just disgusting, man. And I tell you what, it breaks my heart what Gary Antoine Russell has done with all that talent. It makes no sense. Go ahead, my bad, Free. I had to jump in on that. That's a passionate subject for me because it pisses me off, because he came from one of the best trainers to ever live, and we still ain't seeing what we're supposed to see from this kid. So my man Marky D.
Go ahead, keep going. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, keep going. I got a text real quick.
No, I'm just saying that when it comes to Gary Antoine Russell, man, the guy has all the talent in the world, and we just haven't seen it. My man Prize pointed out to me before, like, he's been super inactive. I mean, what are we talking about at this point?
That's the only thing I don't like about it, BVO. I just don't like the inactivity, but I mean, it might be some things going on.
That's the only thing I got to say.
The only thing that's
go ahead, my bad.
No, it's all good. I was just agreeing with you. I was just saying it's inactivity.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I think he's the goods.
He's got everything. But you know what it is? It's like that pretty girl who's pretty but don't put on deodorant. It means nothing if you don't put on deodorant. You can ask my brother Marky Dan, the historian, man.
That's just crazy to think.
It's like having a pretty girl with no deodorant on. I can't do nothing with you.
Well, some sisters are natural like that. They don't want to.
You got to keep walking, sister. That's just me.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'll say this: I just think, and I don't want to harp on him because I think he's a beautiful fighter. I think he can do a lot in the ring. I just hate that he doesn't love himself enough to apply himself to the sport.
Gary Antoine, big dog, Willie.
Yeah, Gary Antoine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I was just still reading the comments. Go ahead.
That brother said she don't wear deodorant, don't trust her. You a goofball. But you go ahead to the next question. My man feel a little tired up. It's no big deal. We go to the next question.
Crazy.
Now, what was the question about Gary Antoine?
Is he wasting his talent? I'd say he's not, because he's still kind of young. But BVO feel like otherwise. What do you think?
No, he's not wasting his talent. He after this fight, should he be victorious in this fight, it sets him up for a title fight. So if fighting to fight for a title is a waste of talent, then so be it. But he's fighting this fight, and then after this fight, he will be set up for a title fight. So no, he's ranked. He's ranked in all of the sanctioning bodies. I think he's ranked number 2 right now in the WBC. So I don't see him wasting his talent at all.
Me neither. I think that he's. How old is he, D3?
26.
Yeah, he's a young boy. He's an
old man.
He'll be 27 in a couple.
He's a young boy, man. So he's all right.
What Lucy say? I already know what stuff BVO was talking. What am I talking, Lucy? What did I say? But go to our next question, bro. I know you got another question.
Is the Mexican monster a force at 175? Let me go first. I would say no, because he ain't never fought at 175. We don't know what he's going to be. I think he should win. I'm hearing people picking against him. So I'm hearing people picking against him. I'm not going to pick against him, but you never know. I mean, D3, what you think? I mean, I think you can't. I can't really, for myself. I can't say that he's a force because I haven't seen him at 75. And I'll be brief with that.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he is a force. Okay. There's only 2 guys at 175 right now. There's only 2 guys. One of them right now is injured, and we'll see how he looks when he comes back. Who's the monster at that division? But from what I've seen from Bivol, I think David Benavidez can fight with Bivol. I think David Benavidez can fight with Joe Smith. I think David Benavidez can fight with Marcus Brown. I think he could fight with all of those guys at 175. So yeah, I think he is a force at 175. Now, will he capitalize on that? That's up to him when he get in the ring. Now, but I think he is a force at 175. If he come in there and he be David Benavidez like he usually is in the fight, he will be definitely a force to be reckoned with at 175.
All right, that's a fair assessment. I understand where you're coming
Before I
from.
go, let me play this real quick. 1 second.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got some thrilling news for all of you. We're launching a raffle where you can win a brand new 55-inch television just by making a payment of $10. Yes, you heard it right, just $10. Each entry must be made through Cash App with your name. The winner will be announced live at our GBT meet and greet on July 13th. The more entries you make, the higher your chances of taking home this outstanding flat-screen television. Hey there, folks.
Just letting you guys know about the raffle.
Cool.
But I think David's going to be a force because of his age, and I think because he really is at a point where everybody's getting older. You got the white Andre Ward up there in Bivol. We're not worried about Andre Ward Jr. And Beterbiev is only getting older. He's very dominant, but he's only getting older. So I think he got an opportunity to do something special at 175, and I can't wait to see him. He's gonna get his ass kicked this weekend, but I think going forward, one loss doesn't do anything, but he's gonna get his ass kicked this weekend. But I think going forward, David Benavidez will be a great guy at 175. But he's gonna get his ass kicked this weekend.
You really think so?
I know so.
Okay.
No, I don't think he's gonna lose. It's gonna be similar to what we saw with my boy Xander. Yeah, he's in there with a tough individual, and the guy can fight, but the guy is older. We looking at what happened with Arthur a few years back. This guy is much older now, so yeah, he's going to be tough. He's going to push David, but I think David's still going to be victorious. Now, is there a chance that David can lose? Yeah, there's a chance that he could lose. I don't think that he will lose, but there is a chance that he could lose. I think David's going to be victorious. I think the dude. I don't know if he can put up with the type of onslaught that David gonna do in that fight because this guy he's like I said, I think he's like 37, 30, 36, 37.
Yeah, he's 37. He's 37.
So
Who
David
who is David's opponent?
The guy that's fighting.
I don't know how to. I know who he is. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Salute.
Yeah, I think his opponent is 37 years old. So that's a 10 years difference. David is 27. This guy's 37, and I just think David is the endurance is too much for him. You got a younger guy that's going in there with a guy that's getting older. He's on the end of his career. He really doesn't have anything to fight for because he really doesn't get anything out of beating David Benavidez except for David Benavidez been on his resume because he's not put in position to fight one of the champions. It's David Benavidez putting himself in
That's
position.
not true. This is a WBC eliminator, free.
Yeah, but he's not putting himself in a position to fight one of the champions because he get in there with any one of those, he gets stopped.
Already fought one. He already fought one. He fought
he got stopped.
Beterbiev.
Yeah, he got stopped.
Beterbiev will stop everybody. There's no shame in that.
He's not putting himself in position to fight one of those champions. He got stopped. He's not putting himself in position to fight one of those champions. He don't have nothing to win for.
Y'all didn't know that boy free is cold blood.
He already got stopped. He ain't putting himself in position to fight one of those guys. So I think David is
free cold, man. That brother said he's not in position to do nothing.
His gas tank too big. I think David's gonna be a little bit too much for him. I think it's gonna be a good fight early on, but as the fight goes on, I think David is just gonna be too much because David's just gonna keep coming and once he
overwhelm him.
Yeah, once David starts going, his punch output becomes greater. He start throwing more combination and start throwing more punches. It's going to be too much, and I think dude's going to end up eventually quitting.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to lose, but I have to see how he looks. But I definitely agree with you, D. Free. Those guys that you named at 75, David can absolutely beat all of them. But will he? I'm not sure, but I think he should win those fights, but I'm happy that he's at 75 and not chasing Canelo and staying down there at a weight that he know he's too big for. But you know, Canelo. So
That was crazy.
the fight. Yeah, I'm glad for him. He's chasing his own career. He's not worried about Canelo. You know, so let's see what he got. But I expect him to win. I don't get that.
So you
guy
don't got no
more.
problem with Free said at all, right? I take
No.
you don't have no problem. What he said, that dude not getting shot at.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem at all with D Free said.
Free crazy. He not getting nothing with it.
No, that's like you get your ass whooped and you get stopped by an old ass man. You're like, man, I ain't trying to get back in the ring with that dude again. You saw what happened to Rolly? Rolly was like, man, they were like, oh, you might have to fight Pulo again. And Rolly was like, man, I don't want to fight that dude again. I almost got my ass whooped. No, he not itching to get back in that daggone ring with no daggone Arthur because that's who he gonna get in the ring with. I don't think Bivol.
Arthur really hurt him. That was, you know, that was probably one of Arthur's fights where he trying to punish somebody.
Yeah, he ain't itching to get back in there with none of them.
I can see that. Go ahead to the next one, my brother. I know you got another one coming.
Yeah, man. He said he called him a bully. David going to get humbled. I don't know.
Yeah, he gonna get beat down, man.
I don't think that he's wild. I don't know what you mean humble. I don't think that he's like a wild guy. Like I think that he called for the big fight. He's not one of them guys.
He got Canelo's name always in his mouth. He need to shut up and wait his time.
He's supposed to have Canelo's name. He's number one in the WBC. Canelo is the WBC champion. He's supposed to have his name in his mouth. Who else he supposed to talk to? Somebody below him? No,
Fight Morrell.
Once again, who is he supposed to talk to? Somebody that's below him. He's supposed to be talking to who the champion is. If I'm in your sanctioning body, I'm number one. You're the champion. I'm not calling for nobody else. I'm calling for you. I don't want to fight nobody else. I want to fight you.
I did see Benavidez put his elbow on Pitbull's head. That was I didn't know Pitbull was that small. I mean, Pitbull like he might be like 5 foot.
I mean, David Benavidez is like what 6'1",
6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
And then you got Pitbull. He like 5'3", 5'4".
He looked like the gingerbread man when he was saying.
Pitbull's
he like the Mexican gingerbread man.
He got that man by almost 2 feet.
A whole 2 feet. Is Gervonta Tank Davis, will he reach his potential, his full potential? Like,
say that again.
Tank Davis, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I didn't understand the question.
Will he reach his full potential? Basically, is he gonna go to the next level and where he's like really that great, or is he gonna just fight for money and people's opponents that you or me might not like?
We talking about fight. Future fights, or we talking about in this fight?
Just overall in his whole career. Will he reach his full potential? You know how like Adrian Broner didn't reach his full potential. You understand?
What?
I don't know what Tank Davis' full potential is. I mean, he could be at his full potential right now. He's the money man right now. So I don't know what his full potential. Only thing I can see him doing is collecting more accolades. That's the only other thing that he can possibly do. Outside of what he's already doing. He's already winning. He's already knocking out everybody. He's already the biggest draw. The only other thing that he can do is win more accolades. That's the only other thing that he can do. Now, if you're talking about stylistic wise, that's up to the opponents to pull that out of him. If those opponents ain't good enough to pull it out of him, then that's not on Tank Davis. He don't have to reach into his bag to show his full potential. He just showed you enough to win the fight. So it depends on what you're talking about. Like I said, if you're talking about his potential far as him becoming a star and all that stuff, he's already a star. He's already the money man. The only other thing he can do is collect more accolades because he's already beating everybody. He's already knocking out everybody. He's selling out arenas. So the only other thing that he can do is collect more accolades. But that's my take on it.
That's a good point right there.
I would say this. I don't know. I think Tank got another level. But I don't think he'd go to 147 and show us. I just don't think so. And my man Grandpa Shelton was right. Tank been talking some cash money because I think he's gonna really hurt Frank Martin because Frank Martin is his size, so he can go in there and really beat him. But do I think he can reach his full potential? No, because he got too many elite boys that's gonna hold him back. And when I say his full potential, he could be a champion at 147 with those kind of feet that he has. But I hear people say he's too small, blah, blah, blah. But those feet say different. The feet say it's hard to hit him. So I think Tank can really do a lot. I mean, I think 140 would probably be ideal, but I could see him probably going all the way up to 147 with those feet. So will he reach his full potential? No, because he don't have enough people to push him, and he's going to just be happy with doing what he's doing, making the money.
That's just an assumption. So
I hear you say he got the feet to take him all the way up to 147, but you do know when you put on more weight, the slower your feet are. So just because he got quick feet at 135 doesn't mean he's going to have quick feet at 147. We saw Terrence Crawford. He sat down on his punches more at 147 than he did at 140 and 135. I think that Terrence Crawford wasn't a fighter that moved around the ring when he got up in weight. So it doesn't necessarily mean because he got quick feet at 35 that he's going to have quick feet at 47, because that weight can possibly slow him down. Not saying that it will slow him down, but it can possibly slow him down. So
I don't think so, because Roy Jones moved up and down the weight, and his foot and hand speed came with him.
Yeah, Roy Jones was a big.
We ain't talking about Roy Jones, man.
I'm just saying, Tank is an athlete. The same. He's not as great as an athlete as Roy Jones, but Tank is a good damn athlete.
Yeah, but Roy
for it.
Once in a generation type of fighter. There's people that you say, okay, they look like they can be the next Roy Jones, but there's not people that is the next Roy Jones. He's a
like
once.
T.O., Ryan, Boots. I can see that. I see what you're saying.
He's a once in a generation.
T.O., Ryan, and Boots.
No,
this guy right here.
Boots is about the closest thing that I see to Roy Jones, and Boots is not even Roy Jones. He's not even Roy Jones, but he's about the closest that I've seen to Roy Jones. But that Roy Jones is a different type of animal. Same way Tank is. Tank is a different type of animal in his own right.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how great of an athlete Roy Jones was. Tank, I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying. I'm just making that like as an analogy, like as a point. Like,
I understand what you're saying, but
I get it. So Tank Davis is a good, very, very gifted athlete too. You know, so
I can give you another good athlete that moved up and down in weight and his feet didn't follow him, and that's by the name of Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, when he moved up in weight, he wasn't as elusive around the ring as he was when he was in the smaller weight. When he was at 141, he wasn't as elusive. So you can move up in weight and still be a good athlete. That doesn't mean that you got the feet to be the great athlete you were early in your career.
You don't think Ray Leonard was that? You don't think he was elusive at 54?
No. He wasn't elusive.
Not like he was at 47.
At 60, he wasn't elusive, and at 75, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
I mean, he really. You might just say 54. I take that back. Maybe 54, but after that, no. But what's our next question, bro? I know we got what's the question.
I think that he was a little elusive at 54, but you know we can agree to disagree. I
agree with you. I said you were right. I thought you meant 60. My mistake. At 54, he was elusive.
Is this the Canelo era or the Tank era of boxing right now? BVO, go first.
Unfortunately, it's the Canelo Alvarez era. Tank hasn't done anything to have an era, but he's on his way. If he does what he says with these 7 fights, he's on his way. Go ahead, Free.
That's cap.
You said the question again?
That's so cap, BVO. Is this the Canelo era or the Tank era of boxing? What era is it in right now?
I would say this era that we in right now is more of a Tank Davis era. Canelo era was up until last year. Once last year hit, Tank Davis took over. I think we're in the Tank Davis era right now because I see Shelton say this is Terrence Crawford era, but
that's cool.
I mean that's his opinion. But when I look at
that's cool too.
It's the biggest draw. who's the biggest draw right now? Tank Davis is the biggest draw. So I would say that it's Tank Davis era right now because Canelo is pretty much on his way out. I don't see Canelo having too many more fights. And, I mean, if he's not going to fight David Benavidez, who is it left for him to fight at 168? Is really nobody there at 168 for him to fight.
I don't think Benavidez is coming back to no 68.
I don't know if he is or not, but I mean,
he said he would. He said he would.
Yeah, until his time to.
Yeah, I don't know if he will or not.
Weight. But I'm not mad at what Mr. Sean said. I'm not mad at Sean what he said. Terrence Crawford era, that's cool.
I don't know if David Benavidez will come back to 68 or not, but if Canelo's not willing to fight him, it
ain't gonna matter anyway.
Nobody at 68 for him to fight because David Morrell is hunting down David Benavidez. He's not hunting Canelo Alvarez. He's hunting David Benavidez. So David Morrell is talking about going to 75 where this is at. So
I like that.
There's nobody at 68. There's nobody at 68 for Canelo to fight. So I think his era is pretty much came to an end last year when Tank and Ryan had that fight, and Tank and Ryan, but mainly Tank, did 1.2. When they did that 1.2, it showed the era of Tank Davis. So I mean, we want to see what the paper.
So it's the Ryan Garcia era?
No, I mean, if it was Ryan Garcia era, we wouldn't be sitting here. Well, Ryan wouldn't be sitting here asking where his money at for the fight that he just had with Dave Hay. So obviously, it ain't his era because he would have been paid. But we're going to see what Frank and Tank do as far as pay-per-view numbers. We already know the live gate is somewhere around 16 million right now. So we're going to see what he do for.
He got that money though. We're not going to talk about Oscar, man. Oscar's a great promoter. He got that money. He's lying. Him and Devin are lying.
What?
I don't think nobody lying about their money. I think they'll be bragging about their money instead of saying we ain't get paid. I think they'll be bragging about how much they got paid.
Right. That's fishy, man. That's crazy.
Man, when have you ever known Oscar to steal, man? Never.
He can't at least give Devin his money. They want to hold Ryan's money.
He didn't take Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez never got his money. He had to take him to court. He didn't get his money.
No, he didn't owe him that money, man. Canelo was being greedy, man. A greedy savage and wanted more.
He wasn't being greedy, nothing. That man signed him to a $300 million contract. He didn't get his money. That was his fault.
The Zone wasn't going to pay for those bullcrap fights if they were trying to set up.
That was his fault. He signed him to the contract. If the contract didn't pay who he had to fight, that's on him.
The judge let him out of it. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not a Canelo stan. I think Canelo done some things wrong too.
Of course he has.
I mean, what's your next
question? He done terrible. He done a bunch of things wrong. And I agree with Shelton again. He said Benavidez not moving back down. I think he ain't either. It's a wrap. So
if he was a man, he would do it.
No.
I don't know if he will or he won't. That's
pretty much all the questions I got for y'all. Y'all right now, if y'all want to let other brothers come up here and voice their opinions, we can do that. Or if y'all want to talk about the Frank Tank. Did you see Tank jump at that nigga? People was clowning Frank Martin how he was going to punch back.
I seen him flinch at him.
No, it wasn't so much the flinch. It was so much how Tank reacted. I mean, Frank reacted like how he balled his fist up back at Tank.
At him, and that man.
People try to say it was like a little zest. I was like, y'all look at it. So everything is zest. You can't do
Tank
nothing.
Laughing and pointed at him. I was like, oh man, this man Tank got that man nervous.
People was saying that was zest the way Frank Martin was about to be like, boy, I wish you would hit me back, nigga. And when he like jumped back, it was kind of like.
But first of all, I mean, you in a press conference. You know, ain't nobody literally going to throw a punch. Now they might push you.
Yeah.
They might push you or something like that, but ain't nobody going to throw a punch to mess up the bag. Not that bad. Now they might do that at the lower level, but you talking about millions. They ain't messing up that bag. They're not throwing no punch to mess up that bag. So for him to flinch like that, it kind of like Tank got up under him because I gotta say if it was me and I jumped at somebody, I'm like, oh yeah, you scared, you nervous, you up here nervous.
I mean,
She said,
what would you do if
Grandpa?
somebody try to steal you?
ready. I mean, he could be ready, but I mean, I don't know. I don't jump too often. I literally have to be scared for me to jump like that. The way he jumped, that man really, he literally was about to throw a punch back. So
Jump.
Exactly. That's what he's supposed to do. Motherfucker jump at you like that, you supposed to fire on his ass.
nah, like I said,
No,
you up there,
kind of.
you ain't nobody throwing no punches. Ain't nobody throwing no punches.
That's
But
not
in this
true.
situation, but in this situation, you know, you fuck up the fight like that, so it's good. He can control himself.
I'm not gonna say that
Yeah,
can't happen, bro.
No, I'm not saying that it will never happen. I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying the likelihood of that happening is very slim. Like you'll get that on a lower level when you're talking about millions as the bag. Like these guys can potentially get somewhere between 10 and higher. Ain't nobody trying to mess that back, especially not Frank Martin.
Mike Tyson went bananas. He went crazy on Lennox Lewis. That fight was millions.
You talking about Mike Tyson?
But see the difference is Mike had been in them type of bags. Mike had been getting them type of bags. So that bag didn't mean nothing to Mike because he had been getting 30 million and 20 million and $40 million bags. He had been getting that. Frank ain't never had a bag like that.
Yeah, Frank ain't.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking about somebody like Frank Martin who was complaining about Shakur giving him $1 million. He ain't trying to mess that bag up. That man could potentially get somewhere around 10 or more. He ain't trying to mess that up.
Oh, he ain't getting that. No, he ain't getting that free. Now you reaching. He ain't getting no 10. He might get about 5, maybe 7. He ain't getting no 10.
I said because we don't know what the pay-per-view is going to do.
It's open chat. Y'all
we don't know.
Hey yo, what y'all that Tank Davis what how y'all feel about that no show? How he was like on a Grand Arrival? I thought that was kind of lame.
He a crybaby.
To be honest with you, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think.
I'll be honest with you.
Man.
You know what that was?
It's your damn own promotion.
You know what that was?
Not showing up?
You know what that was, Prize? That was flexing. Tank was flexing yesterday. He was flexing.
Promotion. It's his show.
Yeah,
he was flexing. I ain't gotta be here. I can do what I want to do. I ain't gotta be here.
Yeah, all right. He's flexing with his own fans. That's there. That drove in.
It was childish.
Might have booked hotels. Might have did all these things.
It was childish.
To see his Grand Arrival. And he not there. It's your own promotion.
It was childish.
What's he doing?
It was childish. It was unprofessional. But here's the bottom line: you're not finna turn your ticket. You're not finna get on the plane and go home. And he knew that.
Well, if you look at, what's funny about you, Grandpa. You always find some low down niggas thinking something, bro. Like you're not going over.
What you think Tank is some You think Tank Davis is some upstanding dude? Is that what you think he is?
No, I don't think that.
Okay. So why are you surprised why are you surprised when a gutter ass nigga do some gutter ass shit? Why would that surprise you? That's what he does. That's who he is. And he knows he's in a power position where he could do that shit and get away with it. Did anybody say anything about that today?
No. I seen poor.
If they said something, they didn't say it to him. Or if they did say something to him. Or if they did say something to him, they said it behind the scenes. They wouldn't say it in front of no camera.
It seemed like Calvin didn't even know that he said, man, he would tell people he didn't really know. First he said he was tired. Then he said he didn't know what Tank is doing. He didn't even know. Calvin was there.
Salute to my guy William Old School. Him and D1 got a new show called The Angry White Man Show. It's coming on real soon, so get ready. 2 of the angriest dudes on YouTube gonna be going crazy, man.
They might have asked him after the press conference was over. You know how they have the little one-on-one interview. They might have asked him then, but as far as them sitting up on the podium, the guy didn't ask them none of those questions. They didn't get no questions from the press. They only got the questions from the guy that was at the podium. So I don't know. I mean, I'm quite sure somebody probably asked him why he didn't show up or whatever. But I mean, like I said, I don't know what to think about it because I don't I think it was a little immature for Tank not to show up. Whether he was mad about the promotion or not, I think it was a little immature because
what's he mad about? Isn't he supposed to be the promotion in the GT promotions?
According to the
I thought it was Tom Brown.
I'm about to say, according to BoxRec, it's Tom Brown. GTD
Okay.
is not on there. And they usually put whoever is promoting that fight.
I don't go off BoxRec too much.
Let me ask you this. Is Tom Brown finna stop fucking with Tank because he missed that show? Because he missed that Grand Rival?
No.
Okay, so what Tank knows that. Tank was just flexing. All he did was flex.
But don't Tank want to make an impression on Amazon as well? They can see that and be like, bruh.
You see, you're not looking at it for what it is, bro. You're not looking at it for what it is.
I'm not.
Tank's ego is so big. His ego is so big. Tank Davis, listen what I'm saying, bro. Tank Davis believes he's bigger than Amazon Prime. He's bigger than boxing. He believes he is the man. He believes that. That's why he did what he did.
I think it was just,
you know, hey, Grandpa, you know that wasn't right though. Everything you said
is right. That's some girly.
It wasn't right.
No.
I said it was childish. I said it was immature, but he can get away with it, and he knows it.
You know the crazy part? You ain't right because nobody said nothing.
Well, no, they didn't.
Nobody said a word.
And they ain't gonna say nothing.
What you talking about?
When Tank didn't show, I said nobody said a word.
They didn't ask no questions about it. Like I said, it was only one guy that was asking a question, and he didn't ask no questions about it.
I just was surprised.
He was just talking about the fight.
And they ain't going to G-Free. They ain't gonna ask him about it.
It's over now. It's too late now. Somebody's gonna do something. But you never know behind closed doors, you know. You never know.
I mean,
no, he's not gonna ask that question. That will be somebody from the press media that will ask that question. He's not gonna ask that question. He's trying to ask questions about the fight. That's what he's up there for, to get questions about the fight to each one of the fighters and their camp. But it will be somebody that was there that asked that question.
Hey, D-Free, was he late today or was he on time?
He's on time.
Huh?
He was on time. If he was on time, that means somebody either from Amazon or Tom Brown said something to him about
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Yeah, he was actually on time. You know, one thing I always hear about Tank is that he's never on time. So that was.
Well, his ass was on time today because, like I said, who like this? Al probably said something to him like, "Bro, what are you doing? We supposed to be showcasing for Amazon so we can get more money. He ain't bigger than he better get out of his own head with that. I'm bigger than boxing. Amazon shit. No, you're not.
Dog. The world
Amazon pull the plug.
Y'all heard what he said when they said, man, when Calvin Ford said, yeah, before Tank didn't used to talk, he said because Floyd did all the talking. He said Floyd did all the talking. That's why I ain't do no talking.
I mean, Tank don't really be saying a lot, but he's showing me more than I thought he could. I mean, but at the end of the day, man, I'm just really glad to see Tank, man, not getting in trouble, on weight. He's doing a lot of good things. I'm proud to see what he's doing, man. It makes me happy as a boxing fan.
Yeah. He says
because we all have our little issues, man, but it's always good when somebody rides above them, man.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest with you. I used to drink socially, but Tank said something that kind of got me like, if you were doing it socially, you don't got to do it. So I don't really drink no more. So salute to my man Tank on that.
Good. Good, BVO. I got a light switch. I can turn it off and on. If I want to have something, I'm going to have something. If I don't, I ain't had nothing. I ain't had nothing to drink all week. Because I ain't think about it, but tomorrow or Saturday, when the fights come on, I will have Coronas. But I haven't had anything during the week. No shots, no nothing.
Hey, we know my man probably gonna get a sip, man. He like Pops on the wins, bro. He gonna get a taste.
I'm gonna drink my Coronas on the fights.
But let me ask you guys this, man. So, what do you guys think about this whole like this manufactured beef with Floyd and Tank? Is this real, or is this something they do to sell the fights?
I don't know because I still see Leonard Ellerby at Tank Davis' fight. So I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know if Leonard Ellaby not dealing with Floyd no more, or
Oh
what?
no, he dealing with Floyd.
I don't know what's going on because Tank Davis and Floyd got a beef, but you see Leonard Ellaby there, and Tank is not with the money team. So I don't even know why Leonard Ellaby is even there. He's not even with the money team.
I don't know. Is he not with the money team? Because
you know dang well if he was with the money team, their promotion company would be on there. They would say something about a Mayweather promotion. And they ain't talking about the money team promotion.
I don't know. I don't know if Floyd is like Bernard. I think he might be like a Bernard. I think he might be a silent partner in PBC. I could be wrong, but
I mean, he is a partner of PBC. He is a partner. He's just not a major. He is a partner, but he's just not a major partner. Like everybody thought, oh, Floyd owned half of PBC. No, he doesn't own half. He's a partner in PBC, but he's not the sole owner, or he's not the majority owner, or none of that. He's probably like a 25% owner, and Al Heyman is the 75% owner.
That's good enough.
And that's just guessing.
That's good enough. Being best with Al Heyman, you get your money back. So who's not gonna work without him?
Yeah, man.
You gotta remember, and you guys gotta remember, Al's from Cleveland, man. So I know how we get down to Cleveland.
Why can't it just be? Why can't it just be that Tank is comfortable with Leonard, so he keep Leonard around?
Yeah, he might like the advice that Leonard gives him because Leonard's pretty. Him and Leonard always been pretty cool. They never had no falling out that I can remember. But
Leonard did that with everybody. Like Leonard was the middleman for everybody.
Yeah, he probably go back and talk to Floyd, and he probably go back and say, "Tank, listen, man, this is how he feels." And he probably say, "Well, Floyd, this is let him be a man."
You know what's so funny about Leonard?
And have you noticed that Leonard never gets into anybody's beef?
No.
Yeah.
Why is it like
he never gets into nobody's beef? Leonard don't get in that shit.
No, he don't.
Leonard,
even when AD
you know what else?
He wasn't really tripping.
Yeah, you know what else I like about Leonard? I like that he worked his way up from where he is because he used to be in Floyd's corner. You know what I mean? He didn't work his way up to be the CEO of Mayweather Promotion. That's pretty damn.
Yeah, he was the spit bucket guy.
Yeah, right. He's one of them dudes putting grease on Floyd or something. Telling him it ain't nothing but the gym, baby. It ain't nothing but the gym. He gets over there. Now that man, he coming with bad suits. He painted up now. You know what I mean? Shout out to Leonard, man. People be
But I could bet you this. I bet you this for $1. I bet you Leonard ain't standing up there talking for free. I bet you that.
No, he never talk for free.
The money team not promoting this fight being boxing. They not promoting this fight.
No, the money team is nowhere in the promotion. But Leonard's getting a piece of that money. Floyd ain't gonna stop Leonard from getting this bag. Leonard getting some money for this. Leonard ain't just standing up there for nothing.
Yeah, he might be one of Tank's advisors. You know, you can have one or more than an advisor. You have more than one, I mean. So it might be Al Heyman and Leonard Ellaby. He don't like Floyd. It could be like that. These are my two guys. I'm working with them. Leonard probably get a little something, not probably something light. You know what I mean? But not too light. But, Leonard getting money up there. I ain't mad at him. People be hating on Leonard Ellaby, man. He worked his way from the bottom to where he is, bro.
Nobody hating on Leonard, bro.
Man, there's a lot of people that be hating Leonard. Talking about him and stuff, man.
The most
that nigga quit his job and rode with Floyd, and that shit paid off in the end. He quit his job to rode with Floyd. He had a job.
Yeah. I thought he was like a.
Then he had he had a pretty damn good job too, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a corporate job. He was a suit and tie dude.
What you think about this, Crush? We got my OG in the house, Crush the legend. What's up, Crush? What you think about all that?
My brother, OG Crush.
What's up? What's popping with everybody, man? I'm cool, man. Hey, this situation, I really don't care. But since we talking about it, it is what it is. I think I heard something before, as far as Leonard Ellaby not really supposed to be a part of TMT. I'm not too sure, but I do know that a lot of people know it's no secret that him and Tank always had a tight knit type of bond. So I'm not surprised to see Leonard there. He's a big fan or whatever. No matter if it's some undercut he getting a piece or not, it's good to see him there. For everybody that was talking that nonsense, y'all really thought that Tank wasn't going to show up to this. I'm telling you, boxing fans, Y'all need to know when to open your mouth and when not to. Y'all like lords, man. Y'all getting on my nerves. Well, he ain't gonna show up. It's gonna be bad for boxing. But I keep on calling y'all the double F. Fast and furious, and y'all always crashing into a goddamn brick wall with everything that y'all saying with your mouth. This is not your relationship. This is boxing. This ain't with your woman, your girlfriend, your freak joint. You don't get what you want. And half of y'all don't get what y'all want with them anyway. So what makes you think you want to get what you want in your way in the sport of boxing, man? I keep on telling y'all. Y'all just a fan. You ain't the boss, man. Like, get on out of here with that. Tank showed up. That's what he wasn't going to show up. Oh my God, let's talk about the most exciting thing. Why did Frank jump like that? He had to snatch his own ghost back into his goddamn body. Come on, Saturday. That's all I got to say. Frank gonna do this. Frank gonna do that. All of a sudden, Frank is tougher than everybody on goddamn Tank's resume. Oh, he tougher than Leo Santa Cruz. He faster than the speeding bullet. He can snatch lightning out the sky. Like, come on with this nonsense. Frank is just like the Frank hot dog. It's just okay, you see what I'm saying? But it's gonna be ballpark when Tank heat up on his ass and bust his ass. Tank gonna do his thing, but he gonna get his ass beat, man, and showing. You flinch like that, boy. I'm from the hood. You from the hood? All of us up here that's from the hood. Frankie. Tell your fake ass face that you just told on yourself. That little light ass fake that Tank did, and this nigga irked and jerked like he was Chris Tucker in motherfucking movie Friday with the goddamn dope ghosts around him. Man, y'all need to calm down, bro. Y'all need to calm down. Come on Saturday, Slave Day ass whipping time. And all y'all Devin Haney fans disguising to be Frank fans. Put your money on the wood. It makes the bet go good. I'm sick of this nonsense. But anyway, go ahead, y'all. I'm just waiting for Saturday because I want to shut up some mouths, man. It's always this person is the toughest. This person is the best. Oh man, Tank don't know what he gonna do with Frank. And ain't none of y'all was talking about Frank a while back. None of y'all. Yeah, going at him, D Free.
I think Crush. Honestly, I think this fight gonna be better than people think, though.
No, it's not going to be a trash fight at all. I don't think it's going to be a trash fight. And I think Frank going to get his shit off, but I don't think Frank going to be as competitive as people expect him to be. He's going to be competitive.
I think this fight is going to be tight. It's going to be tight up until like round 6 or 7 or 8, the 8th round. And then the Tank's power, because Tank, he carry his power late, and his experience is going to change the fight. But I still got Tank. I got Tank winning like a majority decision. I think it's going to be a good fight.
A majority decision. Wow.
Well,
I got Tank in a unanimous
majority decision. You got everybody by majority decision.
Yeah, I got Tank by majority decision, and I got Vosdick by majority decision.
No, he got everybody by majority decision. Nobody got a unanimous. Nobody got a split. It's majority.
Shout out
to majority. It's going to be a close fight. Both them fights going to be close.
Shout out to you, Juan.
I think
it's possible, Juan. It's possible, brother.
I think Frank will win 3, anywhere from no more than 4 rounds. I give him 3 rounds, taking a UD. I think he'll.
See, the problem that I have with Frank, the problem I have with Frank is he fight in spurts, and when he's not fighting, that's when Tank Davis is going to get off, and Tank Davis is not the one you want to let get off. You want to keep Tank Davis worried about something, and Frank also lacks in defense at certain times in the fight. So I don't know if Frank is going to make it to the 12th bell. I don't know if he's going to make it that far because he has lapses in his defense. He has periods of the rounds where he doesn't fight. He just stands right there in front of the opponent. We saw that in the last fight. He just stood right there in front of him. And I don't know if he can do that with Tank Davis. I don't know if his chin is that strong to do that with Tank Davis. I don't know if his body that strong to do it with Tank Davis, because Tank Davis already said he got a weak body. So I don't know if his body or his chin is that strong to do that with Tank Davis.
I agree with you, D Free.
We shall see.
Yeah. I want to add on to that real quick because since everybody's adding all these extra preservatives on to certain things, Hold on. That's my alarm. Hold on. Yeah, so because as we know, boxing is a thinking man game first. And since Frank Martin wanted to expose himself on this, saying, basically, I could outscore him because, I got a tighter IQ, but they're going to give me rounds. So I'm going to have to go in there and knock him out. So this guy going there thinking and having the confidence that you're actually smarter than somebody is totally different, people. Because one of them is a reality and one of them is not. I'm telling you, this man going to go in there. He's going to be okay. We don't know how poised Frank Martin is going to be because he ain't never been at this goddamn level. So we don't know how poised he's going to be. I was giving him some points on being poised, but after seeing him jump the way he off of that thing tells me a whole lot because the body language, the body talks. And then if you know body language, you might see what I see. So that's already telling me this dude, he going in there with the whole wrong mindset. Not game plan, but mindset. Because he going there, oh, I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you, you ain't no big bad wolf, this, that, and the other. Bro, he ain't a wolf. He ain't no big bad wolf. He's an alpha wolf, a silverback gorilla. What type of training did you have for that? You already gave up your strongest weakness point by saying that, you're going to convincingly have everybody think that you always had a better IQ in this guy. Now, none of your fights showed me, even up to this point. Hold up real quick. None of his fights showed me or even showed me anything to where I can rate his IQ. Nobody wasn't talking about, oh, look at his IQ when he fought Rivera. Ain't nobody say a damn thing about Frank Martin's IQ but his ass. So he just told on himself, dummy. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is because of what he said and the way he's moving, the fight may not be as competitive. I'm saying it's going to be competitive, but not as much. You just showed me the moment, forget whatever Franks does. That just showed me whenever that little red dude feel like turning the switch on his goddamn self, it's over for you. And, it'll be a good thing and a bad thing because they're going to hate on him again. But with Frank going in and saying all this shit, you might be feeling super, super confident. You got a smart trainer, but Derek James can't get in the ring and fight for you, bro. Then you trying to say, well, my coach, my one coach, my hand solo beat all multiple coaches. Okay, so you think you Bruce Lee gonna dojo the joint like Fist and Fury? Your fight is good, but he ain't Fist and Fury built. We gonna see. I can't wait to see this shit, and I want to know how everybody's gonna be turned back home like Dorothy after they click their reality hills 3 times. What they gonna do? Start more motherfucking hate. Y'all gotta do better. That's all I'm saying. Y'all gotta do better. The fight gonna be competitive. It's not gonna be a whitewash, but it ain't gonna be as hard, and it ain't gonna be that easy. It's gonna be just right, and then it's gonna be time to go get night. The fight is not going to no damn majority decision. None of that. That man going down. Going down.
We still see, man.
Did you put your money on that, Crush?
Did I put my money on it? Well, as far as Vegas, fuck no, I'm not fucking with
knockout. The knockout. The knockout with anybody.
They ain't trying to give me that. They ain't trying to give me that. I'm not gonna waste no money on Vegas. I'm not gonna come up. I want to come up. And I've been going around acting like a bully because I'm on the ass. Some of them still celebrating the Terrence Crawford, and because that's the only bet these motherfuckers ever beat me in. Honestly, they all tell you. So I've been trying to go out there and see if everybody still feel confident. Yeah, cause you fucked up. You might be on the downfall. You might be going backwards. Well, put your money on Frank. I told you, put your money on Frank. Take the money from me. I gave it to y'all I gave it to him with the Terrence Crawford and EJ fight. But take it from me this time. They ain't being that confident, bro. That's all I'm saying. Long story short, they ain't being that confident.
Yeah,
That's the way you come up, though. You come up if you bet on Frank, because the Frank win, boy, you gonna feel good when you go into that window.
He ain't winning. It ain't
Yeah,
winning.
if he lose, you lose your money. Yeah.
Listen, Frank ain't winning shit but getting a paycheck. Y'all can forget all this mythological shit with it's his time, it's my time. Your time and my time ain't the same time. Your time and my time at the same time. If it was, we'd be on the same. We'd be on the same watch arms. Just because you lost, just because I win doesn't mean you want to win. Just because I lose doesn't mean you want to lose. How about you just keep on losing, I keep on winning because I'm just that good and you just that suckable. So people,
I know. I felt niggas fresh. I felt like $1 million going up to that window in Vegas. I felt like $1 million going up to that window in Vegas.
Oh, when you pick Crawford,
and I had put 500 on it, and on the knockout. I felt great.
You did. Yep.
How much you win?
3,700.
Hey, BVO, guess how much I lost?
How much?
13.
1,300.
Pay out 1,300.
Yeah.
That's a hurt. That's
Look, was on my head. They celebrated.
I slid that ticket up under there, BVO. All she said was, "Do you want an envelope?" No, I don't need no envelope.
Do you want an envelope? But we're gonna be back on Friday for the Marky Dan classic fight. It's your boy BVO. It's your boy Prize Fight, AK T'Challa. I got my OG Crush in the house, and I got my grandpa here, of course, man. My man Shelton, and don't forget the Puerto Rican Prince himself, D3. You got any final words, Free?
Yeah.
Free a wild dude, man. That's what the Puerto Ricans do.
Put your money on Frank, y'all. Put your money on Frank. Get the pay.
All right, for our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man is.
The original man is the Asiatic Black Man. He's the maker. He's the owner. He's the cream of my earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.